Okay, guys, I'm back on with my video game tutorials. Okay, this time we're not going to make a big game for starters. We're going to start a big game. There's a lot of pieces to this game this time. So we go to GDevelop 5. Go to my website. It's an easy to find. Okay, no, I'll do it later. Um, like I said, when I have more time to talk with you guys, I will do quite a bit more. But for right now, we're going to go to build. Now, I'm going to move myself up here. Okay, so you're going to create a new project. I am not going to create a new project because I already started it yesterday. So, ooh, I misspelled that. Oh well. I want you to name your game Platformer because it's just a platformer game, which I don't know if you guys have seen the new Mario movie, but Mario Brothers was a huge platformer game. I'm going to show you how to make Mario. Okay, so once you guys get all that set up, um, create open platformer. Can I change that? I don't remember how I changed the names. Oh, right here. Okay, we're gonna take away the one E. So that isn't necessary. So we're gonna go apply. Project name changed. Save and continue. Okay, so now it's by the correct name. Okay, so we're gonna go down and we're going to click on to start off our new game, we're gonna click on add a new object. We're gonna click over here on sprite. Then we're going to go, it's going to want to add an animation. So we go add an animation. And there it is. This is where our new sprite is going to go. Now, we're going to title our new sprite. We're going to call it player because that's what we're going to use as the player of our game. Okay, so now we need to pick out a creation. So we're going to go add a sprite. Now it wants us to open a file. We're not going to open a file. We're going to say no file chosen. It does that again. Going to go up here to choose from asset store. Now, eventually I am going to teach you guys how to make how to put yourself into this video game. So, oops. Yeah. What I want you guys to do first off is choose an object. I don't want that. Let's go add a sprite. No, I don't want that. Choose from assets. So, if you guys, when you guys start this, get this girl, you can choose her. You can also choose any character. Let's go down here to pixate. Prompts. There's just a whole bunch of different things that you could choose. I wouldn't choose a spaceship. I wouldn't choose a lot of these particles. I wouldn't choose anything like that. Kenny, isometric, interface, icon, G-develop examples. Go down to that. Then they have a platformer. So you should be on with all these strange guys. You can go down through. You could pick any one of these that you wanted to use. I personally, this is down a ways on under G-develop examples, platformer, and I am going to choose this guy right here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this one? I thought there was a delete. Let's go. What I did was I right mouse clicked on it and I'm going to delete selection. There, I got rid of it. Now, this is going to be my character. So if you guys need to take a break, you can take a break, find a character that you want. This is going to be the character. We're going to replace this character with you guys eventually. But for right now, this is the character that we're going to be using. And we go over here to behaviors. Behaviors tell this guy who he is and what he's going to do. So we go to behaviors and we go to add a behavior. And we want to change this guy to a platformer character that gives him all the properties that he needs. Then we're going to hit apply. And you can see here is our player right here. So we're going to grab him. We're going to move him over to here. Now, great. We have a character for our game. Let's hit preview and see what happens. He falls. Why does he fall? Well, because he's got gravity. That means he's going to fall, but he's got nothing to fall on. So we need to give him a platform to stand on. So we're going to add another object. You could do a sprite, but I don't like to do sprites. I like to do tile sprites. So we're going to do just like we did before. Select an image. We're going to choose from the asset store. We could go here and choose a file, but I don't have an appropriate file right now, so we're going to choose from our asset store. So gives me all of these over here, which were part of that example. So it just gave me all of these that I had before. None of these guys look like good blocks. So, dungeons tile set. None of these look like good boxes to stand on. So let's go do characters, door. Let's see if floor works. I don't like any of those. They're too small. So let's go down. Let's go down to what we did before was we went to G-develop examples, platformers. We'll do platformers. Does background work? No. Background will be pretty cool. We'll probably add that later. We go enemies. We go fonts. Main hero level. Player. No. Generic backgrounds. Really don't want a background. We just want a block we can stand on. Is there any? Let's go to breakable. Let's see. Okay, here's some good blocks to stand on. So what I went under breakable. Alien. We have background. We have flag. We have obstacles. Let's just choose this. Okay, so it's importing this into our thing. Now, this is a cool looking block. It's about as wide. I like 32 because that's what it's automatically set to. We might change it later on, but we're going to leave it at 32 for right now. So we go to behaviors. We have to tell it what it is. So we go to add a behavior. Now, this was our last one, was platformer character. Well, we don't want a platformer character. We want a platform. So now we just told it that it was a platform. So now we hit apply. And here it is. Actually, let's rename this. Let's go block 1. Okay, so now we go apply. So we grab this block and we drag it out to right here. I'm going to make it a little bigger because it should be a little bigger. Right there, like that. Now, the thing is, if we take, like we had one of these sprites before, and we drag it out this way, it just stretches it. This one's cool because it's why I told you to choose tile. Now you can drag it like this and it drags them out. So we go, it's set to where it should be a platform, and this guy is set to a platform character. So if we did everything correctly, he should fall and drop on those blocks. Oh, there he did. Now you use your left and right arrow and he goes like this, back and forth. Now you hit the shift key and he jumps. So boom, 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 boom. Pretty cool stuff. Oops. One thing I do hate. Disable keyboard shortcut. No, don't disable it. Okay, so what I hate is when you hit the shift key too many times, it changes. Now, we're gonna call this good for now, other than one thing I am gonna teach you how to add. Okay, so let's click over here on the save because we want to save this so that we can show it later. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, we're gonna go to untitled scene. Actually, let's title this. Let's go down to scenes, and then it's got untitled scenes. Oops. I always have trouble with this. Okay, so we click over here on the dots, and we're going to rename this. Instead of untitled scene, we're going to call it level 1. Then we are going to go off of that. Now, oops, messed up. Let's go level 1. Okay, so now we have level 1. Level 1 event. So we click on level 1 event. Now, what we do is it says at the beginning of the scene. That's fine, all of this. Okay, now we're going to add a new event. We're going to enter code. We're going to give this an if statement, if something happens. So we're going to relate it to this guy, and we're going to say if key. We're going to go up here. I just typed in key, and it pops down all the codes. If key pressed. We're going to go up. If the up key is pressed, then we're going to go OK. So we made our if statement, if up key is pressed. Now we're going to go over here to add an action to tell it what to do if that key is pressed. We're going to make it that, it's going to work off of that. And then over here we type SIM, which is short for simulate. So what do we want to simulate? We want to simulate the jump key pressed. So that every time we hit the up key, it's going to think we're hitting the shift key and it's going to jump for us. And the up key will not stick. So now we're going to hit play again, preview again. Okay. Okay, so now we can press the up key and he jumps. Okay, so we just made the starting of Super Mario Brothers. Whoops, okay. So we jump him off, and guess what? He's off the platform now. He's dead. So we have to exit. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to hit the save button. Okay, we have started our game. It's not that exciting yet, but it is exciting to be able to see that you can now tell your computer what to do. Okay, we could have put more blocks in. We could have made blocks for him to jump on. Anything like that we want. I'm not going to tell you guys to experiment with them too much because I want to lead you guys a little bit more on this. But I think we're having a great start to a new game. So have fun with your new experiments. Like I've told you in the past, go ahead and download the full install on this. It'll make it easier, and I'm going to do the same so that I can just share it. And Judy, I'm going to ask that you get me some side profile pictures of the boys. So you're going to have the boys just stand to the side where they're looking at the door, say in front of them, and they're standing profile, so you get their feet up to the top of their head. And then I will teach the boys, um, or we will go over it with a program that I have. We'll erase their backgrounds, shrink them down, and put them in a video game. So the boys can have themselves in a video game. We can call it the Super Wedby Brothers. Something cool like that. So go ahead and watch this video over and over and over again, as many times as you need to be able to understand this. And we will do more tomorrow. Have a good day.